What you're looking at right now is basically the reason that I traveled across an entire continent. At PAX East 2012, I fell in love with the original Bit.Trip runner, and came to find out that I missed out big time by not checking out Runner 2 sooner. Well, problem solved. I've been hands-on with Runner 2, and it was damn well worth the trip. I also got in some Q&A with Danny Johnson of Gaijin Games. They were even nice enough to give us a copy of the PAX Test build of Runner 2 for this sweet footage. And so, without further ado, Press Pause Radio presents our video preview of Runner 2. Commander Video would be proud.
Alright, this is Ed Trombley at PAX East, and I'm standing here with Danny of Gaijin, and I just had the privilege to play Runner 2, and I'm loving it, but I'm going to grill this guy, so here we go. We all know that the Bit.Trip series is almost famous for its minimalistic approach to how it delivered its presentation. And this is obviously not as minimalistic. My first question is, what made you decide to go with a more detailed look for the world and Commander Video in this installment?
For the team, we really wanted a change of pace. We wanted to show that, 8-bit kind of retro style was not the only thing we could do, but also that we could do really beautiful curvy things as well, and show off some excellent graphics for, current gen systems is really what we were going for.
Right on. And I think the delivery is spot on. I think being a numbered entry in sort of what almost like a sub-series in a main series, you need to differentiate yourself if you're looking to, make it look like you're bettering the game. So in any numbered installment, like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, Mario 1, Mario 2, Mario 3, Runner 1, Runner 2. This is definitely the business, and the music is another thing that obviously was, and I think that was the main thing that sort of almost hooked me on the first game, was that the music was just fantastic and really, really well done. But this is a whole nother level. Can you tell us what you did differently with the music in this particular game?
Oh, for the music too, we kind of wanted to update it a little bit so that it wasn't just restricted to chiptune kind of stuff, but we also do have some chiptune for people who still enjoy that in some of the retro challenges. There's work by Disaster Piece, who's a chiptune artist who did some really cool stuff for us. But then the rest of the music, we started basically understanding what Runner 1 had originally done, and then how could we amp that up in little ways and in bigger ways. So a lot of it's kind of behind the scenes, and you enjoy it, but you don't really have to worry all the complex stuff that's going on.
Gotcha. Now, the first game, I believe, had 3 worlds, and some like 20 challenges or something similar to that, around those lines. How many worlds is Runner 2 going to have?
So we're planning on having 5 worlds, plus there's another bonus world, which is the retro world. So that's 6 in total. There's about 20 challenges in each world. So there's like, 3 or more times as many levels in Runner 2 than there was in Runner 1. And then there's also, we have little bonus levels that you have to find to get there, and then other things that you have to unlock to get into that. So there's a lot more secrets in Runner 2. So we tried to add a lot more content for the people who really craved it, and there's also difficulty levels and stuff like that. So we really wanted to boost the experience as much as possible.
So the secrets that you mentioned here is probably with the branching. I noticed that there was branching paths in this particular installment as well, a harder path and a standard path. Are these secrets the incentive to go for the hardest possible path?
Yeah, so sometimes the branching paths will lead to, more obstacles, which just give you more points. So that way, when you upload to the leaderboard, you can have a better score than other people who just did the easier path. But then some of the branching paths that will be much harder will lead to treasures that will unlock cool stuff for your characters and other sorts of stuff. And then some will even possibly lead to other levels. So you kind of want to check out all the hard paths to make sure what's going on there, but you could always return to them and see what they lead to if you're having a real hard time as well.
Replay value confirmed. So new mechanics in this game. I saw the little loop-de-loops, which if you use the analog stick, a carrot appears. Well, a carrot appeared for me anyway. I guess that must be like extra points or multiplier or something like that, yeah?
Yeah, so we wanted to add extra abilities but not overload the player, so we did things that can be passive. So you could just go through a loop-de-loop and not do anything and keep going on. Or you could actually use like the analog stick to trace your path along the loop, and then you can get bonus points that way. So that's an additional way that you could get a better score on the leaderboard. And we have 2 different types of loop-de-loops. You have a loop-de-loop and a square-de-loop, and those have a different type of input that you need to use to make sure that you get those correctly.
Wicked. Now, if you press the right trigger, you get quite a nifty surprise. What purpose does that serve?
So when you press the right trigger, Commander Video dances, and he has several different dances that he does, a little jig and a pirouette.
And Cossack dance.
Yeah, Cossack dance. And perfect that, again, is for hardcore players. If they want to boost their score up a little bit, you could do that in a place where there's a little extra room, and that will boost your score, again. But you have to be aware because you can't cancel out of the dance. So if there's an obstacle coming up, you have to make sure that you finish the dance just in time. So we think hardcore players are going to be able to find all the places to fit in little dance moves and really boost the score as much as they can.
A little risk reward, I like that. So I think this game has tremendous potential for the pick up and play gamer and the hardcore gamer alike. And I think the magical mix of brilliant visual design and sound design is really going to captivate audiences in early 2013. So is there a date that you're trying to hit, or?
We're just shooting for January. That's our plan right now, and we hope that we get it in gamers' hands at that time. It's going really well for us, so we think that we'll be able to hit that date.
Excellent. And do you have a price point in mind, or is that TBA?
It'll probably be comparable to other games of this size, so $10 to $20. Probably around $15 though will probably be a good bet, but can't confirm that quite yet.
Okay, yeah. One last question. We know that PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 and Steam, I believe, are confirmed. Are there any other platforms that we're looking at?
Right, so yeah, we have a lot of platforms that we're shooting for. It's going to be simultaneous release, and it's going to be on PSN, it's going to be on XBLA, it's going to be on Wii U, it's going to be on PC, Mac, Linux. I think that might be it.
Linux? That's delicious.
Yeah, we definitely want to support all of the systems that people want to play these games on. I think it's fantastic, and that's something that we've been planning since the very beginning of the game, is to support all these different systems. So
you hear that? You don't have an excuse.
yeah, so we really wanted to get it out there for everyone, is kind of the whole plan of this game.
Awesome. Well, I'd like to thank you very much for your time today, Danny. And I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to this game. Thanks again.
All right, thank you very much for checking it out.